Chapter 6, Presentation in PowerPoint 2016. Learning Objective. Creating a photo album. Adding gradient to slide background. Different views in presentation. Applying animations. Slide transition. PowerPoint is a Microsoft Office 2016 software that we can use for presenting a presentation for any kind of work, lectures, business, advertisement, and more. You can also make single-page presentation for advertisement, flyers, posters, postcards. You can write, edit, add pictures for the creation of your presentation. Also, there is more functionality like you can give shadow to the text and images, bold, italic and different kind of shapes you can use for the presentation. All it depends on the user how to work on it, but other things like button, menu, toolbars are functional. In the previous classes, we have learned to work on the PowerPoint presentation. Let us learn something new about PowerPoint 2016 in this chapter. Creating a photo album. PowerPoint isn't just for slideshow presentation. When you want to share your photos, use PowerPoint to make digital photo albums. There's no limit to the number of albums or the number of photos in each album. If your photo collection is large, make separate digital photo albums for different sets of pictures. Let us learn to create photo album. 1. Open the PowerPoint 2016. 2. Click on Insert tab. 3. Click on the down arrow of Photo Album. A drop-down menu will appear. 4. Click on New Photo Album. The Photo Album dialog box will appear. 5. Click on File, Disk. Insert New Pictures dialog box will appear. 6. Select the picture that you want to insert in your presentation. 7. Click on Insert. The preview of the picture in photo album will appear. 8. Click on Create. The picture will appear in the slide. You can add more than one picture at once by selecting more pictures together. Adding gradient to slide background. Gradient fills are typically blended fills between two or more colors that graduate from one color to another. Although shapes filled with gradients look so incredible, make sure you choose the colors that form the gradient very carefully. PowerPoint's basic gradients are all very usable since they just blend a theme color with white or black, making the resultant gradient lighter or darker. Let us learn to add gradient to the background. 1. Open the PowerPoint 2016. 2. Click on the Design tab. 3. Click on the Format background. The Format background pane will appear. 4. Click on Gradient Fill. 5. Click on the down arrow of Preset Gradients. A drop-down list of gradients pattern will appear. 6. Click on the pattern you want to apply. The pattern will be applied to the slide. 7. Click on the down arrow of Type. A drop-down list of options will appear. 8. Click the type you want to apply to the gradient background. 9. Click on the down arrow of Direction. A drop-down list of options will appear. 10. Click on the direction of the gradient you want for the slide. The changes will be made to the slide. 11. Click on Apply to All. The gradient background will be applied to all the slides. Now, you can see the changes on the slides that you have made. Different views in presentation. PowerPoint supports multiple views to allow users to gain the maximum from the features available in the program. Each view supports a different set of functions and is designed accordingly. PowerPoint 2016 gives 5 different views, each suited for a particular purpose. These are Normal View, Outline View, slide sorter view, notes page view, reading view. All these views are available in the Presentation Views group of the View tab, and also at the bottom right side of the status bar of PowerPoint 2016 window. Normal view. This is the default view in PowerPoint, and this is primarily used to create and edit slides. You can create, delete, edit, rearrange slides, add, remove, modify content and manipulate sections from this view. 1. Slide navigation pane is on the left side of the normal view window. It is here so that you can view all the slides of your presentation as thumbnails while editing. This makes navigation through the slides easy as you change the designs and formatting etc. You can also rearrange, add or delete the slides here. 2. Slide pane is on the upper right side of the PowerPoint window. It displays the current slide enlarged and allows you to work on your slide. 3. Notes pane is below the slide pane. Here you can add your notes related to the current slide, which can be referred while giving presentation. These notes can also be printed. Outline view. Using this view, you can see the contents of the slides at once. You can plan how you would like to present your ideas and also add and edit text here. Slide sorter view. This view is primarily used to sort slides and rearrange them. This view is also ideal to add or remove sections as it presents the slides in a more compact manner, making it easier to rearrange them. Notes page view. Notes page view displays one slide at a time with an area showing the slide's notes at the bottom. Notes page view is an excellent view to use if you have a lot of notes to type in or view. Of course, zoomed out to this degree makes it hard to read those notes, but you can zoom in using the zoom slider at the bottom right of the screen. Reading view. You would use reading view to deliver your presentation not to an audience via a large screen, for example, but instead to someone viewing your presentation on their own computer. Alternatively, use reading view on your own computer when you want to view a presentation not in full screen slideshow view, but in a window with simple controls that make the presentation easy to review. Slideshow. The slideshow button is present at the right side of the status bar along with other view buttons. It is used to start the presentation. To start the slideshow, you can click the slideshow button on the status bar, or use the slideshow tab. The Start Slideshow group of this tab has three options to run the presentation. 1. From beginning icon. The slideshow is started from the first slide. 2. From current slide icon. The slideshow starts from the current slide. 3. Custom slideshow icon. You can select the slides you want to include in the show using this option. Once the slideshow starts, you can move to the next slide by clicking the mouse, pressing the spacebar key. Using forward arrow key, you can move to the previous slide by using back arrow key. As you move to the bottom left corner of the screen, you can find forward and backward arrows. Click them to move to the next as previous slides. To stop the slideshow, press ESC key. Select End Show from the Slideshow Options button at the bottom left corner of the slideshow screen. Applying animations. Animations can help make a PowerPoint presentation more dynamic, and help make information more memorable. The most common types of animation effects include entrances and exits. You can also add sound to increase the intensity of your animation effects. Presentation experts recommend using animations and sound effects sparingly. Animation can be useful in making a presentation more dynamic and help to emphasize points, but too much animation can be distracting. Do not let animation and sound take the focus away from what you are saying. Let us learn to animate text or objects. 1. Select the object to be animated and click on the Animations tab. 2. Click the More arrow button to display the gallery of animation effects. You can animate an object for entrance, animates how the object enters the slide. Emphasis, animates the object when it is on slide. Exit, animates how the object exits the slide. Motion paths, animates the object to move on the slide. 3. Select the desired effect for each of these options. As soon as you add animation effect to an object on a slide, it is numbered as 1. As you keep on adding animation, objects are numbered automatically by PowerPoint 2016. The timing group on Animations tab is used to time your animations. To decide when an animation will start, click the drop-down menu arrow of the Start box in the timing group and select from one of the following options. On click, to begin animation when the mouse is clicked. With previous, to begin animation with the previous one. After previous, to begin animation immediately after the previous one. Fact corner, to remove an animation, simply select it and press the delete key. To preview your animation, click Preview button in the Preview group. Slide transition. A slide transition is the visual effect that occurs when you move from one slide to the next. During a presentation, you can control the speed and customize the look of transition effects. Let us learn to add transition to slides. 1. Select the slide from the slide navigation pane. 2. Click the Transitions tab. 3. In the transition to this slide group, click the More button to see all the available choices. 4. Select a transition to be applied to each slide. By default, none is applied to each slide. As you select a transition effect, preview is automatically activated. Each slide can have different transition effect. Setting the timing and speed of a transition. You can modify the duration of a transition, modify the transition effect, and even specify a sound to play during the transition. Also, you can specify the time to spend on a slide before advancing to the next. Let us learn to set the speed of a transition. Use duration to set transition speed. A shorter duration means that a slide advances faster and a larger number makes the slide advance more slowly. 1. Select the slide that has the transition that you want to modify. 2. On the Transitions tab, in the Timing group, in the Duration box, type the number of seconds that you want. Fact corner. If you want all the slideshows transitions to use the same speed, click Apply to All. Concise. If your photo collection is large, make separate digital photo albums for different sets. You can add more than one picture at once by selecting more pictures together. There are 5 different views in PowerPoint. Slide Navigations pane is on the left side of the normal view window. The Timing group on Animations tab is used to time your animations.